Wake Up with Jim and Sab is exclusively on Spotify.
And if you want to start your own podcast, you can check out anchor.fm.
If you love the pod and you want to support us, make sure you follow us on Spotify. Also, you can tag us on Instagram and Twitter at Wake Up with Jim and Sab. Welcome to the Wake Up with Jim and Sab podcast.
Welcome to the Wake Up with Jim and
podcast.
Hey.
So today we're gonna do a MALIBAG. It's called I Love You But I Resent You.
Yeah. But before that, yung intro song na yun, tagal ko nang di narinig. Lagi bang yun yung intro ng pod natin?
Yeah.
Lagi ba?
Mm.
I love that song.
Matagal na yung that's a song that we released and never promoted.
Yes, it's by
But
Cheats. You can't find it anywhere except our YouTube channel.
But if you like our band,
Go to anchor.fm, labo.
if you like our band, we have really big news coming up. We're so excited.
So big.
So anyway, so that's what we've been busy with.
Let's get on to the MALIBAG
Game na?
game.
Sige.
Very
Okay.
interesting yung subject eh.
So it's called I Love You But I Resent You.
All right, I will read it now. Hi, Jim and Sab. I would like to start by thanking you guys for this podcast. This has helped me a lot during the pandemic, and it has become a constant companion as I go about my days. Loving all the content that you've been putting out. Instant good vibes whenever I see Vito memes. Haha. Aw. So here it goes. Something I've been working on for quite some time now is my anger issues. That's a whole different story though, and what I wanted to talk about in particular is something that I've recently unearthed. One trigger for my anger issues is the underlying resentment that I have for my family, my mom, dad, and ate. Don't get me wrong, I love them and I'm grateful for them, but it is truly possible to love someone and resent them at the same time. Is it truly possible? Because I do. I don't have an easy relationship with my family. We're really not that close with each other, but the relationship works. Currently, I live with my sister here in Manila, while my parents are living in our house back in the province. We haven't seen each other for almost 2 years due to this pandemic.
Oh my God.
Lately, I've been assuming so much responsibilities for our family. I feel like I've been ambushed with these responsibilities and was forced to grow up real quick, and I guess I'm just feeling a bit overwhelmed. Just to add some context, I was a fresh grad back in 2019, and I'm still working at my first job. My ate resigned from her job to focus on her board review, and my dad stopped working. We're not a well-off family, so it's really me and my mom struggling to keep us afloat and shouldering all our living expenses. What gets to me is how easy it was for my dad and ate to just let go of their responsibilities and pass all the burden to us. I work my ass off and risk myself by going out every day to work just to come home to a messy condo. I do the cooking, the cleaning, the paying, and my ate gets to chill all day with the excuse of, I'm studying, and my parents let her get away with it. And I get it that she has to take it seriously, but napapagod din naman ako. I'm starting to hate her for this. It frustrates me na she's the panganay, and yet it was so easy for her to pass all the responsibilities to me. I guess I just feel a bit better for being a bit better for sorry again. I guess I just feel a bit better.
Bitter.
Put
Sabi.
sorry. It's far from my eyes again. I guess I just feel a bit bitter for being put in this position. I see my friends getting to enjoy their lives freely while I'm here being held back by responsibilities. And I know that it's wrong to think this way. Ika nga, comparison is the thief of joy. I would like to believe that God has blessed me with this job so I could provide for my family and fulfill my responsibilities. But I can't stop this bitter feeling and growing resentment for being put into this position. Whenever I'm angry, I tend to lash out on them, and it takes everything in me not to sumbat all the things that I've done for them. And I hate myself for it. I hate feeling this way. I feel so bad about it. I guess it just wouldn't hurt to be thanked once in a while and feel appreciated, but I get none of that. I don't know. I'm in this journey of trying to become a better person, as I've mentioned. I've been trying to deal with my anger issues, and I just feel like this growing resentment towards my family is becoming a huge roadblock. and I just want to stop feeling this way. Sorry if I sound selfish and ungrateful and medyo sabog and mahaba. I just feel lost and I don't know how to overcome this. What should I do to stop feeling this way? Thank you so much.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, first of all, hindi ka
I don't
you
think,
don't sound selfish, you don't sound ungrateful, and hindi naman sabog. It's pretty clear.
yeah.
Um so okay. We're we're gonna share our thoughts, but before that, we'll just take a break.
The Linya Linya dry fit shirts are now available.
Perfect for working out.
Biking,
Mali, sorry. Or kahit pantulog.
sobrang sarap na tela.
Sobrang sarap ng tela. Putang ina.
Talaga! Sinabi mo pa.
Also, we have Linya Linya Kids. Please follow and share the page on Instagram at Linya Linya Kids and hope you can support this business venture of Pancho and Vito.
Yay.
They put a lot of money and time in it. So
They worked so
they
hard.
worked so hard for it. So
They're
please support
registered
them.
with Dole.
Okay, back to the show. Okay. So she's asked, so first, can I start?
Sure.
Okay, my first thing is
What do we call her? Baby?
Gobas.
Gob. Kasi sabi niya medyo sabog daw siya.
Uh,
No.
Ah.
What about
roadblock.
what about bit better? What what about sister?
Sister.
Okay.
I think first of all, I respect you. I admire you for what you're doing for your family. That's so admirable. Um, the first thing I want to say is number one, you have to deal with feeling guilty about feeling bad and feeling resentment towards them. Because it's human, it's natural, especially if you have a certain love language and it's not being shared. Or it's not being reciprocated. Diba? Maybe yours is yun nga, the fact that you go home, you clean the dishes after working, your love language is probably service. And siguro you would want them to do stuff for you. Diba? But I think the first step is one, getting rid of that guilt. Um, it's good because it just means you're a good person. But it will be hard for you to move on if you don't acknowledge these feelings. So sending in this malibag and opening up is the best first step. Secondly, siguro I want to say, you know, you have to communicate. We always
That's
end up
always the answer to
it's
every
always the answer,
malibag.
but it's true. Yung nga yung sabi ko, diba, you have a love language and hindi nababalik sa'yo. Bigay ka lang ng bigay. Kailangan mong sabihin.
Yeah, because maybe they're trying to iba yung love language nila tapos hindi mo napapansin kasi nga iba yung love language mo. So maybe in their own way, siguro you're waiting for words of affirmation pero hindi naman nila sinasabi. So, baka
Baka kasi sila, let's say,
quality time,
na like when you get home, parang, or,
chichikahin ka, ganon. Akala
Yeah.
niya yun yung pagpakita ng love sa'yo.
yeah. I mean, and, I think, for the parents, with regards to the parents, I'd like to give them the benefit of the doubt na they don't usually know naman the inner dynamics, especially if they're in the province and you are in the condo. I don't know, maybe you told them and then sabi nila, okay lang yan. Probably they're trying to diffuse the situation if they are, mediating. But if they're not, it's probably they're just not aware of the small things that happen. Kasi I'm sure even your ate may have no idea that you feel this way because these are such small things that are happening throughout the day, throughout the week, that for you become so magnified because meron ka nang feeling na ako yung nagtatrabaho, ako yung nagaganyan, ikaw nakatambay ka lang dyan. Um, but for you, parang yun, for you it's big, but for her it's not.
Yeah. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay na? Okay, sorry. I was writing down my thoughts because I'm gonna forget them.
Mm.
Sorry, ADHD. Um, so what do you think she should do? Just communicate.
First, communicate, express na you're frustrated, express your hurts, express that all you need is a little what you need. Say is it words of affirmation? Do you want to ano say na ikaw naman sa paglaba or whatever, express that and then see how she responds and from there that's how you manage the situation.
Yeah. I think what's important Ren is to know where what the root of the anger comes from eh. Kasi imagine like, okay, what if she starts washing the dishes? Will you stop resenting her? You know, I think that's why it's important to communicate para you figure out. Siguro, the first step is sending in this malibag. So nalabas mo na, 'di ba? Itong feelings mo. And as negative as the feelings may be, tama si Jim kanina when he said na you should not be guilty. Negative feelings as human beings, they're not bad. What's bad if you use them the wrong way or act on them impulsively.
If you let the emotions control you.
Yes. So just notice them. Notice these emotions na parang, oh, I'm feeling a little underappreciated. And then, syempre, your brain is gonna be like, bakit? Anong hinahanap mo na mag-thank you sila sa'yo? Bakit? Diba? Parang, ang selfish mo naman, bakit yun lang? Diba parang your brain will do all of these things to make you feel bad. But then if you just notice na parang, oh, I'm feeling this way. Okay. Maybe that means I should communicate. Diba? Kasi parang, these negative emotions, hindi naman yan mali eh. Kasi nga tao lang tayo. So, as we always say, and we will not stop saying it, even if that's it ends up always being the answer to these malibags. Communication. And we know that, diba? But sometimes it takes an external factor to tell you. And this is it. This podcast is it. You have to talk to them and be careful what you say. And the way to do that is to process it nga muna on your own and then process it with them. You can start with your sister. 'Di ba? Kasi kayo yung medyo magka-age, kayo yung magkasama. So, maybe you can say lang how you're feeling. What about it's not about her and what she's doing?
Yeah,
What
that's a great communication tool, especially if it's a conflict that's very sensitive.
Yeah, you don't want to offend her, syempre.
Keep using ano tawag doon?
I and
I feel this way. Iba and hindi pwedeng I feel like you're such a bitch. Hindi pwede yun. So, it's
I
about
feel tired kasi puro ka na lang ganyan. But that's
parang
not,
mali yun. So parang I feel ay tama ba? Yeah, I feel like I'm not valued.
yes, and then before you do that, you can also just talk about the physical aspect of it. Na
I'm
parang,
tired.
you know, I feel like I'm about to break down kasi parang I feel so tired kasi I go out and then I go to work. I have to wear this mask para I can get to work. Tapos itong gobyerno, diba? Yung ganun na
Actually,
parang,
totoo
you
yun
just
sa amin kasi
unload.
that's just like you and me. Di ba na parang let's say kunwari masungit si Sab sa akin. And then we're not communicating and we're just like nagpipitikan kami but hindi and then it whatever and then finally when we break through and we talk and we both express and share the little details of where we're coming from
And how we're feeling.
and how we're feeling and how that makes us feel. For example, if I say, Sab, I really felt blank. Parang, yeah, so napunta ako doon and then I thought of this and ganyan. So, itama si Sab yung ikukwento mo yung every time sumasakay ako sa jeep or whatever or kukommute ako or whatever, I'm petrified. Ganyan. And then when I get to work, my boss sucks and blah, blah, blah. Then there's there's more room for empathy.
Mm-hmm. And then you can go nga towards, and then when I come home, sometimes it doesn't help na medyo I have to clean the dishes pa, and you can totally, it depends on what your sister's personality is, because honestly ako, before I started getting help and going to therapy and figuring out all these tools to manage my emotions, I was very, very defensive towards everything. As in everything that Jim would say, even if he was talking about himself and his feelings,
Mm.
I would take that as an attack on my character. And I was just always defensive.
And what
And
did I do to help you?
it helped rin na you learned rin how to, parang you became careful with that, knowing na I was always on edge. And then, 'di ba? Parang you also learned tools to communicate.
Another tool that I can share with you is know the other person's language.
Mm.
'Di ba? If your ate, sees things objectively, then don't go into the not parang don't go into the emotions as much.
Mm.
If she's yun nga, she's more emotional, in tune with her emotions, then ipakita mo na, I'm sad, I'm ganyan. Ako naman, like, so, just to share with, I'd like to share something actually.
Sure.
Like, ako personally, like, I haven't felt this with my family. Like, parang, fortunately, I, I, I don't. But, for example, Cheats, our band, it's like a family.
Mhm.
And there were times talaga in our
Family dynamic.
in our family dynamic that kasi for example, like I write the songs, or I write them with Kyle, and then I send it to the bandmates, and then walang pumapansin. That was such an issue before. And I love them. I love them to bits. Pero nagka-resentment talaga for me. Like parang, and the problem kasi with that resentment, and if it's not communicated, it it creates these parang, it creates these perceptions in your head about these people, na parang they don't care about you, like kinikebs yung email mo, or
Which is funny because they actually listen to the songs and practice them. They just don't reply. They didn't before.
they didn't listen to the songs.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No, they didn't.
Maybe half of the band did. And
So
the
you
other
mean-
half is me and Candy. Joke.
Yeah. They never listen to the songs. Anyway.
Well, I'm here as you write them.
Anyway, so ako parang it was so easy for me to think na, oh, they don't like the song, or they're not committed. But nababawi kasi every time, let's say pag gig, one member is like always early, so that always, like, softens my heart, and like they'd be so excited when we finally play the song, ganyan. So parang aside ko, okay, they really need to be live. So ang point ko is, all of these things, while sinasalo niya in the meantime, na parang may resentment ako, pero ano naman maaga siya pumunta. So may mga malilit na bawi. Eventually it will catch up, because for me, hindi ko sila kinausap. The only time nagka-breakthrough talaga kami at nagkaayusan was I talked to them. When I had a one-on-one and I expressed my feelings, and then sila mismo ang nagsabi, oh my God, like, I'm so sorry, hindi ko alam na ganun. And from that point on, I knew where they were coming from. So
Yeah.
if I send an email and kinebs, wala na akong galit. Because I know we talked about it, and I know how they feel. I know what they're thinking. Yeah.
At saka, isa pang thing, even if I'm sure as a family, I'm gonna give you guys the benefit of the doubt na, lalo na pag mga Pinoy, we think that parang we know that we're not greedy towards our family, right? But when money is involved, you can't help it because that's your hard work. Tapos, maybe you guys have to have a family meeting after you and your sister talk, para, she has the heads up. Baka you can set a family meeting And then just propose na parang there could be boundaries. Definitely, I don't think you should be paying your sister's half of the rent. You're not her mother. And if your mom can't afford it, diba, because she's the only one working, then maybe you'll have to find a different setup.
I don't think so. That's too quick of a jump. Kasi
Well,
we don't know. We don't know all the
yun nga.
details. Eh.
But I'm saying, definitely, that will cause resentment. Lalo na kung siya yung nagbabayad ng rent. Yun nga eh. If you're gonna pay the rent, she better be doing stuff to keep the house clean.
Yun yung sinasabi ko. Yun yung, kaya kailangan mag-usap. Kasi kung baka naman si sister, si letter sender, all she wants is that.
Yeah,
Na
yun
parang
nga.
padaliin mo naman yung buhay ko na pag-uwi ko may pagkain. Ganon.
Oh, yun.
Diba? So parang, but that won't happen if hindi kayo mag-uusap.
Tapos kailangan, open rin talaga yung communication nyo kasi baka mamaya, oo siya, tapos biglang magkakaroon siya ng resentment na parang, ay shit, parang para akong naging assistant ng little sister ko. So, parang you just have to be open about that na parang, you just talk na parang, okay, sige, I understand and I really want to support you as you're studying. Yun lang, I'm just really having a hard time and I really don't want to end up resenting you kasi I really love you so much. So, sana lang we can find the balance. Baka, when I get home after a long day at work, sana maybe you can cook for us para we can have dinner together para we don't lose our friendship, our connection.
Parang sabihin niya, hindi ako marunong magluto eh.
Di matuto ka. Di ba nag-aaral ka?
Yung inaaral ko, chemistry.
Oo. Pwede, may chemistry naman sa pagkain.
Wala, iba yun eh.
Di ba paghahalo-halo lang naman ng ingredients?
Hindi.
Ingredients.
Sabihin niya yun.
Paano ka ba pasa ng board kung ganyan ka bobo?
Board ba?
Oh.
Sinabi bang board?
Sinabi board.
Oh, bakit? Si Einstein ba marunong gumawa ng nilaga?
Oh! Labo. Wala akong comeback dun ah.
Di ba?
Oh, pero ba't si Einstein ba hindi nagbabayad ng rent? Meaning, you either gawa mo ng paraan o umalis ka dito.
Ang ganda.
Pero don't say it that way.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was an example of bad communication. Okay, Jeff, ito na lang. Roleplay tayo. Ako si sister. Hindi, ako si ate. Hindi, ako si sister. Si letter sender.
I'll be hard.
So you're gonna be an ate.
I'll make it difficult because if it's easy.
Okay, but not like, okay, sige, fine. Okay,
I won't be unrealistic. Okay.
Okay. Ate, usap tayo.
Okay. Oh, ano meron?
Wala. Medyo na-feel ko lang na parang, pagod ako sa work. Tapos, parang I just need to talk to you kasi medyo hindi ko na alam yung nararamdaman ko.
Okay.
Parang stressed ako sa work tapos medyo pagod ako pagdating sa bahay. Tapos, yun, parang kailangan ko pa magluluto pa ako tapos maghuhugas pa ng pinggan. Tapos, parang hindi ko lang alam gagawin ko. Ano bang dapat kong gawin kung parang pagod na yung utak ko tsaka yung katawan ko. Ikaw, anong ginagawa mo kapag pagod ka na sa pag-aaral?
Go-order.
Ng
Food.
nag-order ka? Saan?
Makto.
Hindi, nasa na?
Hindi, para sa sarili ko.
Okay. Awkward silence. So mag-impake? Sumalis ka na? Joke. Wait, where should I have taken that?
Then you express na. Pag ganun, if ako naman si sister.
Sige, okay.
Ko, so ano sabi mo?
Nag-order ako.
Mag-order ka na lang. Mag-grab food ka na lang.
Okay,
diba,
tama.
Ganun?
Okay, kasi wala kasi akong budget.
Wala akong time, di ba? So sabi mo, alam ko. Pero kasi for me, ang dami ko nang ginagastos. Di ba? And wala na natitira sa akin. Sorry. And ayokong...
Sorry, here's a comment that was too emotional.
Yes, bingo. Ayokong...
That's too emotional. Lower your tone.
Ayokong maburat.
Lower your tone. Charot.
Ayokong maburat sa inyo.
No. That's too emotional, Jim. You have to keep it super as neutral.
Ayokong maratbu.
It has to be... Yun nga, tama ka dun. Yun nga ako sana kaya ko mag-order, pero yun nga, yung daming lang gastos. Tapos, I don't know parang walang natitira for me. Gets mo?
Gets ko, pero ganun naman talaga ngayon. Kaya nga ako, after ko mag-aharal, doon naman ako makakabawi.
Saan?
Sa pagtulong sa bahay.
How do you not offend her? This is me as sub. By saying, hindi ka nga naghugas ng pinggan eh.
Hindi, you say, ang hirap nito kasi nag-iiba ng iba. Pero
pero baka naman she is doing other stuff tapos tumututo ka lang sa hindi paghugas ng pinggan.
That's true. But, diba? I would say, yun nga, kaya ako, ang gusto ko sana, baka pwedeng tulungan mo ako doon. Kasi, honestly, pagod na pagod ako, sobrang praning ko, pauwi, ganyan, stressed out ako. Gusto ko sana pag-uwi, hindi na ako magpapahinga na lang ako.
Okay, sige, I'm gonna be defensive. Oh, bakit? Akala mo wala akong ginagawa?
Hindi ko sinasabi yun.
Parang yun yung sinasabi mo eh.
Hindi. Sinasabi ko lang na may mga...
nag-escalate ka na.
Sinasabi ko lang...
You have to diffuse it, Jim.
Sinasabi ko may mga kailangan gawin dito.
Ginagawa mo.
Tapos kailangan ko ng putang inang tulong.
No. Okay, long story short, you have to diffuse it. If she overreacts, you have to keep calm and expect that na rin. Expect the worst. So, you are prepared. I hope we helped.
No. Yeah. The biggest point namin is communicate, know her language, express how you feel, don't hold back, try your best to say everything, and then know her language, and then try saying me, share your feelings, share what you're going through para the goal is she can put herself in your shoes. That's it.
And also kind of mag-offer ka rin ng empathy na you can also mention na parang I'm sure hirap ka sa pag-aral, tapos siguro there's I just don't just say na wala kang gustong maging resentment, and then the goal here is for your sister to understand you, and then you both can talk to your parents about what to do about the situation, diba?
Yeah,
kasi sana makatulong yung parents niyo to figure things out. Because they are your parents. And we're all adults here.
Not even financially, pero management of the household. If there's parang, I understand that it really happens like that, na may magkakaroon ng ganitong situation na people have to step up. Pero the one thing you can expect from your parents is, uy, anak mo kami, please manage the home, the dynamics of me and my sister. Because you know better, you're wiser. Yeah.
Hoping that your parents will understand and help you resolve this. But if not, because not all parents are parents, diba?
Yeah.
So, sorry kasi parang kami yung sabog tsaka mahaba.
And lastly, please, we just want to remind you guys to please register and vote. Register. Please tell all your friends, tag your friends, please.
Kasi
Tama na.
Kasi hindi naman dapat tayo ganito ka nagsusugal ng buhay natin para makapagtrabaho. Tulad ni Resent.
Please register and vote and tell all your friends. Promise, we've seen some data. My chance to, guys. My chance. We just need you guys to fucking register.
September 30 is the end of voters registration. And presidential candidates are going to file for their candidacy in October. So regardless, you better vote. You better register to vote.
Bye.
Bye.